Normally, when you think of music in Terraria, you think of this. And this. But definitely not this. Today, we're going to be unleashing our hidden musical talent and trying to beat the game on Master Mode using only musical instruments, serenading our foes into submission to come forth with our plan to take over the world. How, you may ask? Well, in the Thorium mod, they added a few new classes, and one of them is the Bard class, focusing on music as its theme. Without further ado, let's go and kickstart our musical career. It all started the same way as every normal Terraria playthrough starts, with mass deforestation. With all those pesky trees gone, we can now craft our first instrument, our first step in our musical career, our first leap towards fame. A whistle. This weapon was balls, especially against the high health Master Mode enemies. Whose idea was it to play on Master Mode? I crafted up some magic boxes for my NPCs to live in. I'm sure I won't be triggering any sort of claustrophobia for these NPCs. I went to the nearby desert to get myself some new spiky armor, cactus armor. This would damage the enemies that hit me, which did way more damage than my puny whistle. I was in desperate need of a better weapon, something that did more damage than a light tickle to their ears. So I went searching for some loot in some nearby caves. Standard early game procedure. Damn, what an intricate trap this is. Only issue is, I was severely struggling against the strength of the Master Mode enemies and couldn't seem to get any loot or ores. I couldn't even go out at night because the zombies would just slaughter me. Oh shoot. Nevertheless, I pushed on, eventually finding a forest ocarina in the underground jungle to save my sanity. Awesome. I could finally kill things now, so I decided it was time to get myself my first armor set. Cryo armor, made with the great protective material commonly known as cloth. This set didn't give very much defense, unsurprisingly being made out of cloth after all, but it did give a few minor boosts to my music abilities. Next, I went on the grind to craft a pan flute, made from a bunch of jungly stuff. Oh god damn it. God damn it. After a couple deaths, I got enough stuff to craft it. I now wanted to max out my inspiration, which is basically the mana of the Bard class. To do that, I needed thorium bars, and fallen stars. I already had enough fallen stars, so I went down into the mines to gather some more thorium. After a bit of mining, I was able to craft my last inspiration fragment, leaving me more inspired than ever. With this newfound inspiration, I decided it was time to defeat my first boss. So I took on Thorium's first boss, the Grand Thunderbird.
That's just karma. That's just karma.
Easy peasy. My musical talent absolutely destroyed this boss, which dropped an interesting new weapon, the didgeridoo. Finally, a piercing weapon! With this weapon, I tried to take down the Eye of Cthulhu straight after, only to find that I didn't take enough didgeridoo lessons and couldn't take it down. Defeated, I went back to the mines to gather some more life crystals, but ended up finally finding some gravity potions. Like a child with a new toy, I ran back home and immediately began soaring through the skies. Annoyingly, I only found one island, but it had the lucky horseshoe, so no more fall damage for me. Then, a thought crossed my mind. What if I could just take on the Eater of Worlds and skip the eye? I thought that the didgeridoo could easily take down this boss because it pierced. Oh boy, was I wrong. It only pierced 3 times, meaning I did not do nearly enough damage as I wanted to. Also, the instant arena didn't get rid of the blocks I couldn't mine yet, so this arena was just atrocious. Okay, I'll fight the eye. My extra hard work practicing the didgeridoo and pan flute was able to take the eye down, which granted me a whole 0 new weapons! Yeah! I still had to take on the Eater of Worlds. Oh, alright Goblin Army. Come at me! Hear my wrath! Finally, the goblins left me alone and I could now find the Goblin Tinkerer. Oh, Hi! Thanks for not taking 1.5 hours to show up this time. I bought rocket boots, but didn't have enough for the workshop. So I decided it was time to make my magic storage system because that would definitely solve my money crisis. There. Done. Frick. Next, I went back down into the mines to finish maxing out my health to hopefully stand more of a chance against the Eater of Worlds. Once I had maxed out my health, I tried again. Nope. Luckily, I now had enough money to get the Tinker's Workshop, allowing me to get Spectre Boots. Surely this would let me beat the Eater of Worlds. None of these weapons were working, so I went looking for other options. I came across 2 weapons, the Blooming Bell and the U-Wood Lute. These 2 weapons, when used correctly, could shred the Eater of Worlds. The Blooming Bell threw cute little flowers onto the arena, and when the boss went over it, it would damage every segment it went through. It was a beautiful sight to see. Along with that, I would use the U-Wood Lute for extra damage as the lute had a ton of pierce. Finally, I had killed the Eater of Worlds. Yahoo! With the Eater of Worlds gone, I could now make some much needed upgrades to my armor and weapons. I crafted up some Jester armor for another small defense boost, and went down to Hell to gather Hellstone. With this, I was able to craft the Hot Horn. This weapon was great, but I still lacked movement. So I decided to soar into the skies yet again to hopefully find a shiny red balloon. It was not long before I'd crafted myself the yellow horseshoe balloon, but now it was time to deal with this blood moon. The Hot Horn took care of the blood enemies, and I decided the next boss to kill was Viscount, because he dropped a cool looking weapon, the Sonar Cannon. I bought the thingy that points towards the blood chamber and headed over to summon in Viscount.
Hi. God damn it.
Well, maybe I need a different weapon. How about bongos? Okay, well, there's this weapon called the Conch Shell, dropped from the Queen Jellyfish, which deals more damage the higher the enemy is above you. It seems perfect for this boss. Over to the ocean I go.
Thank you.
After quite a few kills, she finally dropped the conch shell, so I headed back to the blood chamber and tried Viscount again. Nope. Okay, fine. Maybe I just skip this idiot and go straight to Skeletron. Hey old man, can I curse you? Yes? Okay, thanks.
I'm going for good.
Damn. Alright.
Skeletron was defeated first try. Alrighty then. Time for some more upgrades. My next armor set was the Noble armor, which after close inspection, I figured out that I could have been using this armor set instead of the Jester set. Why? What kind of scam is this? There is no reason for this. Oh well. I crafted up the Noble armor and a new weapon, the Tuning Fork.
Well, don't I just look fabulous?
I could now throw a tuning fork at enemies which would tune them. Now it was time to go to the dungeon, because the next weapon I wanted was from Shadow Chests, which I needed the Shadow Key from the locked golden chest to obtain.
Frick.
After many deaths, I got the Shadow Key, or 2, and headed into Hell again and began ransacking the obsidian houses. As I kept dying, I had to keep falling down the elevator, which was slow, so I decided to try and get the slime mount to fall faster.
Oh my god, I'm gonna kill. Oh my god, I killed him! Yes! The slide mount! Yeah!
Finally, I had the Nocturne, and it seemed good enough to take down the wall of flesh, so I made my arena and summoned the wall in. Okay, maybe I should get the Terra Spark boots first before beating the wall. I was only missing the Anklet of the Wind. It can't be that hard, right? I eventually gave up looking for it in jungle chests, so I got out my fishing rod and tried to fish for a jungle crate. I quickly realized that fishing sucks and I would rather die in a hole. My last option was to kill Queen Bee. Unlocking the ability for the Tinkerer to sell me the Anklet of Wind. Searching deep in the underground jungle, I eventually stumbled across a hive, built my arena, and summoned Queen Bee in. God damn it. Okay, this time I got it. Now I could buy the Anklet of the Wind, but I was a poor boy and couldn't afford to buy everything I needed from the Tinkerer, so I guess I will fight the Eater of Worlds for money. Whoa, these bongos destroy the Eater of Worlds, damn! Now I had the Terra Spark boots, so it was time to face the wall of flesh again. I tried with the bongo and Nocturne. I tried with the conch shell. I bought a ton of potions. Tried with the conch shell again, but realized midway through the fight that the hot horn was still better. Tried again with the hot horn, got him down to 77 HP.
77! 77!
Tried again, got him down to 7 HP. Tried again.
7!
Bought a mole cat to make me feel better.
Yay.
Crafted the golden stand of campfires and hearts to boost regen, and whilst buying the mushrooms needed, I found an infinite money hack. Guess how difficult this one is. Okay, so you buy mushrooms from the alchemist, right? Then you got to pay attention here. This step is really complicated. You have to sell it back to the alchemist for a 3 times profit. That's very balanced. Anywho, I fought the wall of flesh again, got him down to 97 HP. Decided that I hate this game and I would never play again and closed the game. Opened up the game again, got him down to 242 HP. Tried again. But finally, I killed it. And it wasn't even close. Now the world was in hard mode, and I will be ending it here. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next week for this next part of the playthrough. See ya!